In this video we are going to discuss fraction and its type. So first of all I should write a definition of fractions, that is what is fraction. So fraction is is represent represent the part of a whole. When we divide a whole into its parts, each part is a fraction of the whole. This is what the definition of fraction. So in a fraction it seems that if we take for example if I take a piece of cake like this, and let me divide this into four equal parts. If I shade the first part of this figure, so it will be presented as 1 by 4. If I am going to shade the second part of this, so it will presented by 2 by 4. And if I'm going to shade the third part, which is this part, so it will be 3 by 4. So these are the example of fraction, that how we can write fractions in a form of this. Next we are going to discuss the type of fraction. So we have three types of fractions. Let me write the name first. The first one is proper fraction. Second one is improper fraction. And the third one, the last one, is mixed fraction. These are the types of fraction. The first one is proper fraction, the second one is improper fraction, and the third one is that is mixed fraction. These are the some types of the fractions. Now let me discuss the first type of fraction, that is proper fraction. Clear? It is so clear to you that uh, we have three type of fractions. So the first one is proper fraction. So let me write the definition of the proper fraction is a fraction in which numerator is less than denominator is known as proper fraction. So this is the basic definition of the proper fraction. So let me write some example on it. For example, we have some example on it. So the first one is, let me write 3 by 5, and let me write the second example, that is 7 by 11. It is the above number here, this number is called numerator. So this is the numerator, and this one, the below of the line, this is called denominator. This is the denominator of the number. Here it is clearly seen that the this 3 is less than 5, so it is by definition it is a proper fraction. And in a second example, that is 7 by 11, this is 7 by 11, this is second example. So here 7 is less than 11, so these are called proper fraction. Second type of a fraction is, that is improper fraction. So first of all I should write the definition of this, that is a fraction where the denominator is less than numerator is known as improper fraction. For example, for example, we have some example like the proper fraction, that is 7 by 3 and 15 by 11, etc. So in these both of the equation here, it is clearly seen that if I talking about 7 by 3, so 7 is greater than 3, so it's according to a definition, it is improper fraction because numerator is greater than denominator, or I can say that denominator is less than numerator. In a second example, 15 is greater than 11, so we call this type of fraction is called improper fraction. Next we have the third and last type of fraction, that is mixed fraction. Let me write the definition of a mixed fraction first. Mixed fraction a mixed fraction is a combination of it is the combination of a whole part and proper fractional part. So mixed fraction is formed by the two parts. The one is whole part and the second part is a proper fractional part. So let me write some example on on this, that is first example is 2 1 by 3, and the second example is, let me write, that is 5 3 by 7, and we have more, so I can say that, etc. So it is clear in this definition, it is clear that 2 is represent the whole part, while 1 by 3, this 1 by 3, this is represent the proper fractional part. So this such type of fraction is called mixed fraction. In second example, this 5 is a whole part and 3 by 7, it is clearly seen that this is a proper fraction part. So this type of question, this type of fraction is called a mixed fraction. So I'm going to solve some questions on fraction. So first of all, let me write question, that is express the following into fraction. So I have first example, that is 7 divided by 9. It is clear that 7, the first number is 7 and the second number is 9. So when we get this type of question like 7 divided by 9, I can write this in a form of 7 by 9. The first number will be written on the top of this by sign. This by always represent the division or divide sign. This represent the divide sign, and this first number will be written on top of this line, while the second number will be written below the line. The above number is called numerator and the below number is called denominator. Similarly, I have second example on this, that is 5 divided by 7. So I can write this like 5 divided by 7. Next, I am going to express the following into mixed fractions. It is very interesting thing that we should know about how to convert any two numbers that are divided both by one another. So how can we express these are into mixed fractions? So let me write the first one number is, that is 12 divided by 5. So as we have seen and learned that how can I write this in a fraction, so I can write this 12 divided by 5. This is how we can write this in a fraction part. So here it is clearly seen that this fraction is improper fraction. Whenever we get an improper fraction, we can convert this into we can convert this into a mixed fraction. It is how we can convert this into a mixed fraction. It is very clearly there that let me write this is a divide sign, symbolical form of division, and the numerator should be written internally and the denominator should be right outside of this. So I should go through a table 5 and we go nearer to the to the numerator. So 5 twos are 10 while and 5 threes are we get 15. So we cross the 12, so I should take 10. When I should minus this, we get 2. So now how can we write the mixed number from this? So this is let me say that this is a cyclic method. This is a cyclic method. I have make a cycle. First I write this 2, which is a quotient 2. Then I write the remainder 2, and in last I write 5. So this is the whole scenario to represent a mix to convert a improper fraction into a mixed fraction. Let me write another example that you people will get easily these things. That is, the second example is 8 divided by 6. So I write this this question can write be like this: 8 by 6. So whenever I going to divide 8 by 6, so 8 6 ones are 6 and 6 to the 12. So I write 6 ones are 6 minus this, that is 2. Now we have a cyclic technique that we have learned in the previous question. So first I write 1, then I should write 2, and then I write 6. Here we can see that 2 by 6, it again divide in a table or in one table. So can I divide this? 2 ones are 2 and 2 threes are 6. So I get the simplest form, and that is 1 whole 1 by 3. This is the final answer of the question. Next we have to express the fraction into decimal. That how we convert any fraction into a decimal number. So let me write first example is 1 divided by 5. So I can write this like 1 divided by 5. We have learned this technique that how can we convert this into 1 by 5. So the next we have to divide this 1 by 5. 1 is less than 5, so I should point here with the decimal point and I write 0. Each this point will give us 0 at each and every step after the simplification. So we can easily say that 5 twos are 10. So we have get minus 10 or and complete the number, we write 0 before a decimal point. So the answer is 0.2. This is the decimal part. This is the decimal form of 1 by 5. Now we have second question. Second question is 6 by 8. I can write this 6 divided by 8. So if we do the division for this, this is 6, this is 8. Let me mark a point over here. So we get 0, 8, 7s are 56. When I go to minus this, we get 4. As I told you that this point will gives us 0 at each step. So first we have get 0 with 6, and now we can this point also give us 0 at this step 2. So it become 40. So 8 5s are 40. When we minus this, we get 0.75. For completion, we write 0 before the decimal point. So we get the answer is 0.75. These are what we can say that these are the answer of these questions. Next we have another example of this, that is third example on this is 13 divided by 4. So I can write 13 divided by 4 like 13 divided by 4. So next we're going to divide these numbers. So let me write 13 divided by 4. 3 fours are 12. We get 3 fours are 12, minus we get 1. 1 is less than 4, so I write point over here. We mark this point when this divisor greater than the dividend. So I write the point on the top of the line on quotient and we get 0. So now 10 is greater than 4, so I can say that 4 twos are 8. When I minus this we get 2, and as I told you that this point gives 0 at each and every step, so it give me 0 here, so it will be 4 5s are 20. So the decimal form of 13 divided by 4 is 3.25. This is the decimal form of the question. Next next we have solved last and final answer for the fraction converting into decimals, so that I can write that 15 divided by 8. So let me write 15 divided by 8. 8 ones are 8, 8 to the 16, so let me write 8 minus, when we minus 8 we give 7, we get 7, and when I write point over here I get 0, it becomes 70. So this is 70. So when I am going to 8 9s are 72 and 8 8s are 64, which is close to 70, not more than 70. We are going to close enough to this. When I'm going to minus this, I get 6. Here this point gives us 0. Now again I go through the calculation and I write that 8 5s are 40, so it is lower than that, and I know that when I'm going to multiply 6, 8 6 are 80, 8 6 are 80, 8 6 are 48, and this is also less than that. So I should go to 8 7s are 56, which is very close to 60. So when I'm going to minus this, I get 4, and again this point gives me 0, so I can write that 8 5s are 40. When I minus this, I get nothing, and this is the final decimal answer of 15 divided by 8, which is 1.875. This is the final answer of the question.